Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Those who are new, welcome. Today we are playing Eternal Radiance, and the thumbnail and this picture were pulled from their store pages on itch.io and Steam. I was not creative enough to create one, but let's just get into this video and this wonderful game. So, the first things you're gonna notice when you get into this, you gotta look at characters. And while they did a great job, great job designing all the characters for this game, the detail that they put into their outfits and everything, they just went the extra mile, and I really did appreciate seeing that, because you're gonna have to see them throughout the story, and it's nice to see how they do it. And then also, if you notice, their facial expressions will change during conversation, which just adds to the feel of the story and you in it. And also the backgrounds behind the characters, that was also really nice to see. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing what they did for all the characters, and this is from probably like the first 5 minutes of the game of the characters I'm showing you. And there's a whole lot more that is in the game for characters, and so you'll have to see for yourself on all the characters in the game and what they did for them. Next up would be the town and store. So the store is an interesting place because, well, this is where you buy all your gear, and you get gear from the wild of hunting things down. And the other part I'll explain later in here. And so you pretty much can go around, buy, sell, pretty much what you do in a store. Nothing too special here, and nice, simple. And then you have the town, and this is how you see the town. Very simple, clean, not much to it. And then you can go in and talk to individuals throughout. I really did enjoy seeing how they did the town and everything, and this is the world map of how you transfer. So combat. Whenever you get to this part, you haven't seen any 3D art until now. And within here is where they give you like a little tutorial on how to do it. I think I spent a little too much time on this pause menu right here. Yeah, I think I did. And you can see the level design is pretty nice. I was just kind of getting you through like basic combat parts. You'll see a little more combat later in here. And the enemies were pretty cool on their design, the bobble of their heads. You can see that they're a little head heavy. Loot you can break, chest. Just the overall design and feel of the game. I am running this at ×2 speed because I want to get as much in as possible. Again, sorry about the dogs in the background. They're playing on the floor of my room. And it just was really, really nice. And there is a lot of combat in the game, and I didn't get tired of it. And that was probably the nicest thing to see, was a a combat system that isn't boring. It is repetitive in a way, but there's different ways you can approach it, different enemies. It's not just you're gonna see one type. Each type has their common areas, and that was really, really nice to see that they had different things, and you have special abilities. And the portal behind me is a save portal. You pretty much save there, and it will regen all your health and mana whenever you save. So no need to worry about having to go use your potions or anything, which you can buy and use. You will get to use them a lot in one of the first parts. And they really did a good job of putting this all together. I didn't realize how choppy this one section was. I really did. See, you got a couple more different types of enemies on how you have to fight. And then over here, you can see this glowy thing in the ground. It pretty much tells you there's like gold or side quests. There are side quests along with the main quest. And that's what those can mean. It's either a side or a main. And I found myself focusing more on the main, but I wish I did focus a little more on the side, which there's about 8 hours of gameplay, and I haven't gone too far. And then At the end of the first part, you have a little boss battle with this guy, and well, I lost a couple times. One too many. You're gonna really learn how to use your menu of how to heal, how to use mana, how to work your attacks, and not miss as bad as I do. I really did enjoy combat, and along with this game, it's very story rich. After you complete the first boss, you're gonna get the Zebai Desert. I am completely butchering that, and I know it. I know I am butchering it. But, sorry. The story in here was actually a really nice story. I did enjoy playing it. It is very story rich. It's more story rich than combat rich. And you really, let me just sum up like the first part. You're a little squire trying to become a knight, and they send you on your first job, and the job doesn't go according to plan. That is pretty much it, and that's how the story moves on from here. And they did a really good job of putting it all together on how to do everything. The characters on what they do to interact with you, to how you can interact, the options you have in the menus to speak with them. And I really feel like you can play through this game as many times as you really want. There is not like, oh, you've got to play through it this way, or you've got to play through it that way. It's however you really want to face it. Like, that's what I like about RPG type games. Not RGB, man. This is not a 2 a.m. recording, it's a I got no sleep recording. And the level design is one thing you will have to notice, and I feel like they did a really nice job of designing the entire level on like trees, the little trees. They didn't make it overcrowded, but yet they didn't make it too empty. One thing I would like to say is I would like to see a little more variance in like the grass, like with some flowers or more mushrooms, but you know, that's me starting to nitpick like how the game and the level design part of this game is. I did like how, I should have mentioned this in combat, how the enemies will, end up working together, and their fighting tactics, and how they work together to work against you. I really did enjoy seeing what they did for that, and how they put it all together. So let's talk about how I rate. How do I rate this game? Well, Eternal Radiance, the enjoyability was through the roof. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Not gonna lie, I did kind of get bored of reading, that's just me. But it was really enjoyable, and I found myself going back to it after recording it, and I will complete a full playthrough of this game. And one thing I did forget to mention during it is this is a $15 game. Not $15, $20. I got it on sale for $15 whenever they first released it. The itch.io one, I did talk to the developers, and they did say that was an out-of-date version. And I did play it, and there were some differences. So you will have to get this to get the full experience of the game. But that was just a little side note I did forget to mention in the beginning. I'll put some little text thing in there. Sorry about that. Controls, it got a solid 9 out of 10. They were really fluid. There really wasn't anything wrong with the controls. They were simple to use. They told you how to use everything. So can't go wrong with that. Visually, 10 out of 10. I like the art style. It was original. The 2D art with the 3D art, that really was nice to see. I did enjoy seeing that. It had really nice sound effects, so I gave it a 10 out of 10. And I really did enjoy playing this. And story, I'd be stupid not to give it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. I do recommend all of y'all to pick it up. And so overall, I ended up giving it a 9.6. And this is, I think, probably one of the highest rating games I have on here. And it really is deserving of that 9.6 rating. How about this? If we get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll give away a copy of the game, and I'll create some little side video of how to enter the giveaway. I feel like that would be fair to help give someone the chance to play this game. So do like, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know for hopefully a chance to win this game. Because I understand $20 is not the easiest to come around, and I'll be willing to share to help give someone the opportunity to play through this wonderful game. Thanks again for watching this channel and coming back. Like I said, please do like and subscribe. Liking and subscribing really helps the YouTube algorithm and get this content out to more and more people. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. I cannot speak, and I will be going to sleep very soon. Happy Memorial Day. I did record this on Monday. I don't know where all of y'all are, but if you're in the U.S., Happy Memorial Day. I don't know what other holidays are going on at this given time, but all of y'all have a good one. Be safe. Peace.